One of my favorite responder non-responder papers is that elite swimming study with IPC, where they shammed them and it was like no change at all. And then when they did the intervention, the IPC, it looked like a freaking shotgun on their times. It was all over the place. Some were, you read the papers, like they were almost like would have medaled in the Olympics after you did this, and a few others they got worse. So, what are your thoughts on that study?
Yeah, I mean, that kind of comes back to the whole idea of like, how do we use this? And with the elite athlete, how do we use it? So that paper was done. It was a Canadian study.
Yeah, Toronto.
It was done in Toronto, where we had some pretty quick swimmers as far as our Canadian swimmers go. We're all living and training there. So for those who are not familiar, yeah, that's what they did is they shammed them or they had them do this ischemic preconditioning. And then they said, okay, go swim your event. And if I recall, it was 100 or 200 meters.
200 meters, I think. Yeah.
And I mean, at that level, when you ask an athlete to do that thing that they do, they're pretty good at doing it, right? So the variation is very small. It's like, go swim as fast as you can and go do it again. There's not a lot of room for improvement. So yeah, in the sham, they came in with very little variation. And then they said, okay, now we're going to do this thing. And the improvements were impressive. When I talk about that study, when I give a presentation, I often put up Michael Phelps and I say, hey, here's where other people would be in the pool over different years when Phelps finished. And you can see, I mean, swimming is won by very, very small margins. So the margin of change that you see from doing this IPC before is a massive effect. Like when we're not even talking like podium or not podium, it's like you didn't even get into the final. You're not even in the conversation. You may not have made the Olympics. So
right.
We're talking the average change would be in 100 meters. It would be a full body length, which is huge, right? Like you're literally not even in the picture when they show the touch at the end. And for those who were the biggest responders, it was 3 times that. Yeah. So pretty cool stuff when you consider that. I mean, if we can cause a change in an athlete of 1% to 2% with anything that we do, including sort of our regular training, we're celebrating. That's huge. And some of these changes that we're seeing in these athletes are at the level that could be considered equivalents of doping, right? Like things that are banned. So that's pretty compelling.